Vampires in The Witcher are most of the time about the same size as a human, but there are of course exceptions. The Plumard, for example, is a smaller vampire than the others, more resembling of a combination between a bat, a rat and a monkey. Plumards are classified as lower vampires and are generally considered the weakest of the vampires on the continent, but it doesn't mean they can't do any harm. Similar to some other monsters, a lone Plumard isn't very strong, but in packs they can be very dangerous. These monkey vampires mainly live out in the swamps of Angren and other remote forests, and to the local population they are a real plague. At night, Plumards would fly around in their groups in search of prey. Most of the time they will go for cattle, like cows, pigs and sheep. But if there's a careless human with them, he might as well fall prey to them. It is therefore a good thing that Plumards seem to be unable to stay out in sunlight, as if this was the case, they will be able to become a serious threat to anyone out in the woods who isn't covered in armor. As with other monsters, peasants have their own superstitious ways of dealing with them. For a Plumard, they have come up with the following: wearing a sigil of a god made out of river reeds and bark. They also believe that water blessed by a priest would instantly kill a Plumard. But not everyone sees these vampires as pests. There have been some who kept a Plumard as a pet. This was often a very stupid idea, as while a Plumard, when caged, isn't much of a threat, the pack that it belonged to isn't without danger. If a lone Plumard is captured, the rest of the pack it belongs to will come looking for it. And let's say you keep a Plumard in a silver cage, it will only be a few days until a flock of Plumards will attack the house or manor it resides in. When looking for their target, a flock of Plumard will use a combination of their night vision as well as their hearing. When they attack, they will swarm their target from multiple angles and focus on attacking the exposed parts. Because of how mobile Plumards are, combined with their size, it is not recommended to use vampire oil, as they are seen to be a waste of it. Instead, it is way more effective to just burn them with igni, as a witcher would be able to take out several at the same time. You can however still use a silver sword on them. It is recommended to do so even when they are on top of someone or something that you don't want to light on fire. But due to the fact that you can cut through them in a single blow, vampire oil is a waste. But sometimes the most effective way of dealing with them is simply by driving them out of the structure they are hiding in right before the sun comes up, resulting in them getting exposed to sunlight and dying. Plumards haven't appeared in any of the games yet. They were mentioned in the books on several occasions and seemed to be the least threatening vampires on the continent. But what do you think about Plumards? Till next video. Bye.